Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another cool tarot reading for you guys. And I hope you guys are well, Capricorn. And yeah, let's see what we have. And we're being very spontaneous here. Let's see what we got for you guys. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, anybody with a lot of Capricorn in their chart. And with a general reading, anybody who resonates with this reading. Yes, that's how it works. Let's see what we got for you guys. So, and we have the breath of life. Okay. And, right, and this is the Ace of Arrows. If you're smoking, Capricorn, don't, because, it's going to be hard to breathe the breath of life, right? And we have Endurance, Five of Stones. Okay, this is the Five of Pentacles. And so, Capricorn, the breath of life is the Ace of Swords. That's very interesting. I feel like it is. And so this is about new beginnings. This is about, kind of, pointing your arrow toward what you want, making decisions about that. It can be clear decisions as well. We're going to have a look at that in this particular deck. It is this is a little different deck. And we have the Five of Stones is about endurance. It's the Five of Pentacles, but in this reading, it's about somebody who kind of either waits something out or they are just kind of maybe dealing with something that's kind of like, well, it's going to pass. This is about wisdom too, knowing that, hey, everything's a cycle, right? It's not going to stay like this forever, right? And so here she is, and she is sitting out the storm. And so she has her shawl, and she's underneath the cave, sort of, right? Here's a little big opening to a cave, but she's outside of the cave. And she's protected by these stones, Five of Stones. They're quite big and, like boulders or whatever. And the fire is here keeping her warm. It's a stormy night. And here is the lightning in the back. So she knows that something's going to pass. She goes, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to wait this out because cycles end. And the fives are about cycles. Yes, they are. That's why they say, a lot of people kind of, if they make it past the 5-year mark, they may stay together. But, many marriages break up right around the 5-year. Yeah. And so let's look at the Ace of Swords, or the Ace, that's what that is, the Ace of Arrows. Let's have a look at that from the Wildwood deck. Yeah, at the Wild Wild West, right? And so this is it's not about cowboys, though. No, it's not. Let's see what we have for the Ace. And the breath of life. So let's see. And by breathing life into a thought, you see, I said it's about decisions, or, and pursuing it into, thoughts, decisions, and pursuing it into its material creation in the real world. We engage in an ancient and unique relationship with the universe and the divine. Very cool. Yes. And so that's how it works. Your thoughts create your reality. Once we really understand that, our whole life will change. But we have to accept that, right? And so, for some people, maybe a little harder than others. I feel like that's very true. And so, we have to, by breathing life into a thought, you can do this, though, with visualizations. You give it love, your thoughts, right? You banish fear, and you push it, basically, into the material creation in the material world, right, to create something. Interesting, you are pursuing your thoughts, basically, your wishes, your thoughts that you are manifesting through visions and affirmations. You definitely are, and your positive outlook on life. You can only do it that way, right? Our minds are linked to a greater consciousness, its power and effectiveness waiting only for the question. Yes, they're linked, but you have to be open to it. Yes, so many people are closed to that. And so, this can also talk about our unique connection with the universe ensures that those issues are brought out into our everyday awareness. Yeah. And so, but that's, this can come through an awakening for sure. It can also come through the Tower, as I always say, right? Yeah. And so let's see what else we have. Don't wait for the Tower. Don't allow the Tower. Just trust your intuition to step into your power, right? Be your own best friend, and, keep your thoughts positive, and you will live a much more positive life. and more courage. Keep having these positive thoughts, positive visualizations. If you keep seeing something enough in your mind, you will easily manifest that. And hostilities. Wow, Capricorn. Okay, somebody maybe is waiting out for something kind of hostile to pass. Somebody could have had an awakening here with this Ace of Arrows. It's like a major clarity. That's what it is. The Ace of Swords can be even in the traditional deck, and we're going to be using the traditional deck here as well. But we have this hostilities. It's also a number 8. So the hostilities is like, it's kind of like maybe somebody's fighting or dealing with someone hostile, but in the end, they're going to step into their own power, or they're going to move forward with progress, because the 8 is about that. We also have, wow, somebody might be fighting, and somebody could be sitting out a relationship or waiting for one with you with endurance, because she's sitting out the storm. The storm could be fighting with somebody, or somebody has been doing that, because they're very clear about what they want with the breath of life and their higher consciousness. The woman holding a coin, and here she is, and yeah, and she's rich and she's beautiful, right? Yeah, she is. And we have the 3rd chakra, and so yeah, and so we're going to look at that briefly. The 1st chakra, the 2nd chakra is the sacral chakra. Very interesting. And so this is about your desires. That's what the 3rd chakra is about. This is about what you want in your life. Definitely, it is about life force energy. I'm taking this by the horns, and I'm going to have that. It definitely is desires. Interesting. And the 2nd chakra here, which is not really mentioned, though, of course, is about your sexual needs. It can be about that. It can be about you and somebody else, or your relationships, and how you deal with those in your life. I want to have a look here at what they say about the 3rd chakra. Let's have a look here, and let's see what it says here. Their aversion, right? Let's see. 3rd chakra, emotions of desire. Yeah, that is what I said, right? Life force energy, exactly. I just wanted to make sure that I was kind of remembering this correctly, right? This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance. And that's what I said here about this hostilities. It's a number 8. And now we have moving toward your desires in your life, and using your power, using your clarity, using your spiritual awareness, using your intuition. That's what somebody does here, right? Nothing really kind of happens until you really good for you. Maybe you can get lucky in your life, but nothing really great. Your life will become it can become great if you really step into your awareness after you awaken, because this is when you realize your powers, and you realize, what you have been doing quite often to thwart those or block those. Yeah. So let's see what we got, Capricorn. And yeah, and these are already shuffled. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this to the, kind of cut the deck here. So for Capricorn, we start with the Hanged Man. And let's move the camera down. And I'm still going to kind of take from here. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. And that's probably a good idea. The Moon, 3 majors. And the Queen of Pentacles, here you are, Capricorn. Most likely you may have somebody with a lot of earth in their chart. Yeah, and we have the 8 of Wands. This is definitely moving forward and standing in your power. 8s are always about power. We're in a power year, so go get it, right? It's also a year of change, because power, is moving, helping you to move forward and to change, to have new beginnings. We have 2 aces, and we have the Ace of Arrows here. So, doesn't get much better here. The Chariot, let's move the camera down, and we're going to take it. The Ace of Wands, every ace is in this reading, Capricorn. You have a new beginning, in some way, some beautiful way here. It may be in love. This is love Ace of Wands is passion. Ace of Cups here is love. It can be self-love. It can be trusting your intuition, because we have all the elements here. And I was just saying that if you really want to have a great life, you must utilize your intuition to step into all of your other powers. You must go with the flow and stop being afraid to trust yourself, because those people who don't trust their intuition are afraid to trust their soul. It's that simple. All right. So we have the Star, and we're going to cover, Miss Naked Nancy over here. Yeah, what do we do with those little itty bitty cards? Well, we're not sure now, so we're going to cover it with my card here, which is financial issues. Maybe somebody has financial issues here. They may, but they don't have any issues really in their life, because this is just all too good, right? And maybe there's a woman here holding all the money, the woman holding a coin, and a man, Capricorn, is maybe kind of suffering with these financial issues. That may be with this card here that I used to cover the naked lady, right? The water bearer. Yeah. So we have 3 aces in the reading, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. So we have 8 major cards here, and the 8 of Wands is also a major card. Wow. And the Queen is a major card. That is you, Capricorn. That is a major card. It's a court card. There's really no minor cards here. No, I mean, it just is, right? So, in your environment is the Ace of Wands. Somebody's bringing you this, or you're stepping into something maybe very passionate and inspiring, right? And these life force energies with Samuel. Yeah, that's his name. I'm sorry, Chamuel. His name is Chamuel. Yeah, and so this is Archangel Chamuel about the 3rd chakra, your life force energies, and the desires that you have. This is definitely showing that with all these aces, right? So we have the Hanged Man showing up. Maybe your person's Pisces. We have Cancer, the Moon. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Here's Cancer once again. The High Priestess is Pisces or Scorpio. Yes, and so we have, because Pisces is very intuitive when they want, of course, and Scorpio as well, right? Nobody is really anything unless they want to be. You could have the gift and you're like, well, I'm not going to, of course, right? There's people like that. They're great artists, and, I don't know. They become, I'm not, delivering garbage. I mean, I don't know. It's probably not a good analogy. It's probably probably not, right? But the Hangman's over here, and here's the Hanged Man showing up in the overall energy. This is a release of something. But this is, in this reading, it's a major enlightenment, because we have all these spiritual cards: the Star, the High Priestess, the Hanged Man, the Moon. These are all highly spiritual, as is the Ace of Cups is also a spiritual card. Anything with cups is spiritual, for sure, right? And so we have an enlightenment here. And in the crossing energy is a stable new beginning. So somebody is not having a stable new beginning right now, or they're dealing with hostilities. This could be fighting with somebody, right? They're showing, Tarzan basically, right? And he's not trying to fight with Jane, Capricorn. No, he's not. He's a nice guy. Tarzan was nice to Jane anyway, wasn't he? Yeah, he was a good guy. And and so, hostilities here. Somebody's like, I feel like releasing something with this Hanged Man. Sacrificing something, right? This is the 12th house, what that can be about. Leaving something so they can have all this. And that's what this Ace of Arrows talked about. It taught this card here, the breath of life. You are breathing positive energies and consciousness being awakened to your own intuition and who you are, your divinity. We are really spiritual people having, spiritual beings having a physical experience on this planet. It's not the other way around. The way they, people may think, or, possibly the way we have come to believe and live, and what our parents said, or whatever that was, right? Society, whatever. Okay. So, this breath of life, breathing love and positivity into your thoughts. And that is what awareness is about. Higher consciousness, that's what it's all about. If you are thus practicing that, right? Indeed, I should say. So let's get a card here in this Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, that sits in the crossing energy. It could be a challenge. It may be because of this crossing energy, but let's have a card. And we have the Emperor. So the Emperor has, interesting, he's a number 4, and the number 4 is about stability. This lamb, I guess he is alive. He always looks like he's kind of slain, but his eyes are open. Yeah, they are. And the lamb, I believe, is speaking about possibly a sacrifice, right? But it can also talk about fertility, the lamb. And, the number 4 is about stability, which can, it can really kind of also indicate fertility. But the 4s are about stability, right? And so with the 4 being about stability, the Emperor takes control of his empire. He's standing up as well. And I'm going to create stability for myself. So somebody is not feeling this stability in their life because of the Endurance card, waiting out a storm, something like that, ending a challenge, because she is avoiding the storm, waiting out the storm to go. And here is the Hostilities card. So somebody is not experiencing stability right now. Maybe the wrong choice was made. Maybe in a partner. Maybe in a situation, whatever type. Maybe they chose stability over their passion. Because remember, we have the 3rd chakra. And this is about your life force energies and your desires, right? And going to get them, basically. And let's get a card on the moon. It sits in why it's all happening. Let's see why this is here. And maybe there's an Aries here with the Emperor. We have the Knight of Cups. She hands him the cup. And the Knight is taking it. So this is about 2 people getting together. And with the moon here, somebody is a little emotional about whether or not that's going to come to pass. Somebody doesn't know here. Maybe there's hostilities between you and this person, Capricorn, possibly. Maybe because they didn't choose you early on. Because there's an awakening here, an awareness. Queen of Pentacles showing up, and that is in the past. We'll get a card on that. It's showing up in the past. It may be, just simply relative to the reading. And so we have the Magician with it, and so all these majors showing up more. And so this is about knowing I want to manifest. I want to manifest most likely being with you, Capricorn. I want all these things. I want the wands, the cups, the pentacles, the sword. Like, I want my whole life to be great. And that's what this is about. Somebody could really be doing also, not only in their higher consciousness, but saying affirmations, visualizations, things like that. And this is, I know I'm in my power here, the Magician, because I know I'm in my power because I have awakened. I know where I'm going. The Emperor knows exactly where he's going. He's in control. That's why he's in control of his empire. Yes. To create order in his life. Somebody could be fixing their life here. Seriously, after an awakening. Like, my life needs to change. Boom. And I'm stepping into my power here. And the 8 of Wands is the change, the progress, the growth, potentially. Moving forward. inspiration. These are wands. And the Eight of Pentacles. OMG. So this is change, growth. This can be devotion. Somebody may want to devote themselves to you, Capricorn. I feel like that's what this is about. And you are definitely their life force. Or you are. Remember, the readings can be switched. The Ace of Cups in the near future. I'm going to leave this here. We need a little mystery here. Not too many clarifiers. Everybody needs mystery in their life, right? Yes, a little bit. Otherwise, life is just too boring and predictable and humdrum. Isn't it? Yeah, and we get bored and, you know. And I remember there's a Mexican singer who sang, I forgot, it was Jose, and he sang a love song about routine. He said he goes, I feel like it's, you know, destroying our marriage. There's, like, the routine sets in and we don't realize that we are kind of just in that routine instead of taking time for each other, perhaps. Five of Pentacles, the Chariot card. This is in the concern here, right next to these two aces. It's sandwiched between. So we see here, this is movement. The concern is movement, triumph, and overcoming obstacles. And here it's with the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles can be, will Capricorn let me in? Or can, you know, it could be, right? And so, because here's the dog, and he is tilting his head to the side, and he's out in the snow, this pretty dog. And he's in the snow outside of the church. The light is on inside the church. This can also be an awakening of sorts, where somebody realizes that I'm kind of out in the cold in my life because I didn't trust my intuition. And here's the light. Yeah, if I follow the light, basically, can my life change? Yeah. Could definitely be. Because of this awareness, yeah, to start the reading, right? And the enlightenment, the Hangman here. And so the Ace of Wands is in the environment. We're leaving that alone, Capricorn. Yes. And so the High Priestess reverse, speaking of mystery, maybe you were a secret here, possibly. And this is, maybe there's a Piscean here in the reading. There definitely could be, or a Scorpio who is maybe having a hard time with this, possibly. Maybe that has to do with the hostilities. Maybe there is a water sign who is angry with somebody for changing, right? For changing, possibly for moving on. Maybe leaving them out, the Five of Pentacles here, if possible. Yeah, so let's see. And we have the Page of Swords. And somebody could have stuck by somebody in this reading. And then they outgrow them. They're like, well, this isn't it for me anymore. It could have been here. And we have the Page of Swords, High Priestess reversed. And this is, he doesn't know what's going to happen, this Page of Swords. He's looking up in the sky. Here comes the bird. Interesting, kind of bringing some news here, basically, or these ribbons here. The bird is signifying some kind of news, or maybe things happening, you know, like kind of a new beginning. But here he is looking up in the sky. He's not looking at the cloud. I'm wondering what's going to happen here. Maybe this person had you as a secret. It could be, right? Definitely could be. Or this could be somebody's just wondering what's going to happen with, maybe, you know, there's a water sign involved. But we have a lot of people. We have the star next to it, Aquarius, and Aries is up here, and things like that. There is a lot of water energy here, though, because we have the High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Hanged Man, right? And so we also have the Seven of Cups. So, you know, somebody made a choice here, not knowing what would happen. And they're feeling emotionally about it because he's here with his poor clothes. His kind of ripped clothes. He's got patches here. It's not for style. No, it's not. Like, you know, we see people with holes in their clothes and all in their jeans. It's not for that, right? Which is, you know, no, it's because he's broke. Or he's feeling emotionally down because he made this choice. These 7 cups, there's nothing left in him. He already chose. And he's like, well, I'm covering my eyes because I don't know what's going to happen. And that's what I was saying over here with this page. He doesn't know. He's looking up in the sky. What's going to happen, basically? And something happened in this reading. Something, It looks like something has happened here. 5 of Pentacles, hostilities, the endurance card, and this man making this choice. It could be simply that maybe this person has done something to you, maybe, but they have made a choice here, like, I have to go with this. I'm trusting my intuition, the breath of life, right? I'm breathing all these good energies into my thoughts, my wishes, my hopes. Everything's positive. I'm awake. I'm aware. I understand my divinity, definitely. And I understand I'm a spiritual being. And so, maybe they weren't too. The High Priestess reverse can be somebody who refuses to trust their intuition. They're like, that's not real. I can't touch it. It's not real. I'm really just a physical person. I'm not a spiritual being having a physical experience. And that can be the High Priestess reversed, right? And that's what puts her in the reverse. In the upright, she's in her power. She has spiritual powers, or she trusts her intuition so she can make her life much better, and help herself in her life, help others, right? And feel happy, joyful, powerful, right? But in the reverse, it can talk about fears as well. Yeah, it can. And so in the outcome, Capricorn, we see the star, and this is beautiful in the outcome, because in your environment is the Ace of Wands. The near future has the Ace of Cups. And it doesn't get prettier than this. It really doesn't. No, or prettier, or however you like to say it, Capricorn. We're going to end this reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. Get your psychic reading on. Yes, definitely can help you with that. And I will also have the horoscope for, basically it's kind of like the last 9 days or so of the month, last 9 or 10 days. And I will link that at the top. That's for all the 12 signs. I'll link it at the top of the comments. And thank you so much for joining me here today and watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell so you can be notified of my uploads. Yeah, you guys rock. Thank you so much.